Hey, English 3. So I do not have the cute little webcam of me in the corner because I currently have a face mask on. Who would ever think that I would be teaching while wearing a face mask? But I am, so you don't get to see my lovely face this evening. But I wanted to walk you through your Thursday morning assignment. So tomorrow's Thursday, April 9th. And remember that you do not have any lessons that'll come out on Friday. So this is your last lesson for the week. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through an example essay. So where your assignment comes in is on the third body paragraph. So when it comes to the third body paragraph, it says your turn. Look at the body paragraph 3 and color code it into the 5 color sections. So that's the part that you will be turning in as a part of this assignment. So I'm going to kind of walk through. This is an example of an essay from last year. I obviously had the student's name to protect their identity, but I was super creative, and this student's name is Charmin Corona. So hopefully you can appreciate the humor there. But we're going to start with the introduction. So this student last year wrote about puppies. This was their main topic. So I have the 4 different parts of the introduction paragraph. So generalize, get the reader ready for the topic. Narrow, introduce your topic. Tip your hat, acknowledge the many different types. And 4, your thesis. So here, generalizing, so getting the reader ready for the topic. Studying to become a veterinary technician has provided me with so many learning opportunities. Learning how to care for all types of creatures, scales and fur, has made me more aware of the different characteristics and behaviors that animals can exhibit. So they're kind of getting us ready. We're talking about animals in some way, shape, or form. Now we're going to narrow. So here's where their topic comes in. Taking care of a litter-month-old puppies has become extremely eye-opening when it comes to understanding the species that have adapted to communicate and live side by side with man. When someone says the word puppy, we immediately jump to the image of an adorable ball of fluff that will play anything, explore anything, and become a master of mischief. However, the personality of a puppy cannot be defined as such. Many factors can affect how any animal, not just dogs, will behave and develop in such an early stage of life. So now we're kind of introducing the specific topic. We're not just talking about animals in general. Now we're kind of focusing on puppies. So now tip or hat, we're going to notice and recognize all the different types. So there are so many different types of dogs. Some of my favorites are the Cuddle Buddy, the Barker, the Energy Ball, and the Player. So your tip hat does not have to be long. It's like a short sentence saying, hey, there's other types as well. And then our thesis statement. However, through my years of observations, I've categorized the basic personalities of puppies into 3 main groups: the tail tucker, chill Bill, and the wild child. Taking these personalities into consideration when choosing to adopt a young puppy is extremely important. Personalities between puppy and new parent should be similar to ensure a happy home and relationship. So notice that the thesis is 2 sentences. I've noticed a lot of times for this essay that happens, that the thesis might be a little longer. So don't feel like you have to shove it all into one sentence. All right, so then we have our first body paragraph. So we have our topic sentence, the name, explain, illustrate, and then our value, kind of like the so what piece. I'm going to add that to your guys' document. So, what? Okay. Word. Most people joke that getting a new puppy involves more challenges than having a newborn baby, but most will agree that the benefits outweigh the cost. So our topic sentence for our very first body paragraph is kind of generic because we haven't talked about any puppies yet, so it's kind of general. So now name. This is when we name our puppy. The tail tucker, in opposition to the way people usually expect puppies to behave, will prefer to stray away from anything unfamiliar and new. They tuck their tail underneath themselves, and their ears are always a half mast, fearful of everyone around them. So remember, name is when you kind of explain the name. You give the name, so tail tucker, and you kind of explain how they got the name. So they tuck their tail underneath themselves and their ears. Then we explain. So now we're going to kind of define this type of puppy. They wish to be curious, but would rather observe and learn from a distance, as opposed to hands-on exploration. This is a tentative dog that errs on the side of caution. So that's kind of like our definition piece. So now we are going to our illustrate piece. So this is where all your examples come in. So this is where the show don't tell comes in. Toss a ball to a tail tucker. They are guaranteed to run after it, only after they know for sure the object being propelled at them is really just a ball rolling by with innocence. They may appear to be the perfect cuddle buddy with their soft little eyes and hunched head, but a tail tucker must be approached with ease and patience. Picking up a timid pup can easily cause it to stress if one does not pay attention to body language. Such fearful body language can be identified arbitrarily by a tail tucked between the legs, licking of the lips, stiff posture, and lifting of the paw or backing away. When it comes time to eat, a hungry tail tucker will not hesitate to scarf down his plate, but his rowdier brothers and sisters might propose a small obstacle. The little tuck might even greatly appreciate several privileges of eating apart from its siblings in order to devour a proper meal. So I'm illustrating what that puppy's like through examples. And then we have the so what piece, so why it matters. At the end of the day, this type of pup becomes a great companion when given the time to be able to warm up to new people that prove them to be trustworthy. If you are someone that prefers to keep things simple and to yourself, then this is a perfect type of dog for you. All right, so now we're on to body paragraph 2. So we have our topic sentence here. The tail tucker tends to err on the side of caution, is always making sure he is safe before his next move. The chill Bill, on the other hand, is not afraid. He's just lazy. So notice that our topic sentence is a little different from our first topic sentence. So your topic sentence of body paragraph 2 and of body paragraph 3 should connect to the type that came before. So here we're noticing the tail tucker, even though we're on the chill Bill dog. So now I need to kind of explain where I get his name. This pup is always chilling. He's cool, calm, and collected. So chill Bill, you know he's good because he's always chilling. So you can see how we got our name. So now I need to explain and kind of define what this puppy's like. He is never in a hurry, nor does he get overly excited about anything. This pup can easily be compared to one friend that always responds with, I don't know, when they're asked what they want to do. They make extremely great cuddle buddies and will find a way to be comfortable when held in any position. So now we're going to illustrate. So we're going to give specific examples. When introduced to people, Bill will approach eagerly with a head held high and a wagging tail. They'll explore anything that is openly available to them. If Bill is warned by another human or animal that they are unwanted, they'll have no problem switching gears to avoid an uncomfortable situation. Rather than acting out of fear, the chill Bill acts out of carelessness. This pup knows there's always something to do, so they can just as easily adjust the other animals' wants and behaviors while still being able to keep them happy. Distract a chill Bill with anything, be it food, toys, or belly rubs, and they'll immediately be intrigued. They often show few signs of stress when interacting with others because of their ability to be so carefree. If you're thinking about how much you'd rather be taking a nap right now, but this is most likely the dog for you. Chill Bill will enjoy nothing more than curling up next to you after an exhausting play session. And then we have our so what, so why it matters. This puppy that is good with younger kids, so it does not get overly excited or upset, and almost always is a friendly and relaxed mood. A high-stress person will also enjoy a chill Bill puppy because Bill will not be the one adding to the stress. So now what I want you guys to do is I want you to try to color code this one on your own. While some enjoy the timid and easygoing puppy, others want the energy and pizzazz of an excited and eager puppy. This last type of puppy has an energy off the chart. Wild Child will approach with similar behavior to Bill, but rather everything is intensified. This Wild Child puppy is, you guessed it, wild. They are similar to a young child that is unpredictable and cannot be controlled. Their tail will not just be wagging, it'll be racing back and forth faster than the speed of light. Additionally, the body will be moving in every direction whilst their tongue hangs and pants with excitement. Jumping onto someone in order to reach their face and get all up in someone's personal business is not uncommon. Similarly, their escalated excitement makes feeding time almost impossible. Once they know you have food, there's no hiding it. They will follow you until that food is gone or has been given for them to devour. Mealtime will consist of Wild Child eating so spastically that food will be launched everywhere but inside the bowl. After the inside of the bowl has been emptied, this pup will scour the rest of the floor to make sure not a single piece of food is left uneaten. Wild Child requires an immense amount of opportunity to exercise and release all the energy that they build up every day. If you find yourself often going for hikes or exploring the outside world, Wild Child will make the perfect adventure companion. This type of dog should never have to settle for anything less than an outgoing lifestyle filled with love and commitment. Aww, says Miss Fox, a non-dog person. Okay, so our conclusion paragraph is 4 parts. So I know you probably need more time to highlight that, but I can only upload videos of certain lengths, so you can just pause it and then come back to the conclusion. So when you write your conclusion paragraph, it has 4 parts. So restating the value piece of your thesis. So this is like the so what piece. mention that there are other types, but you're only focusing on the main three, kind of re-break your main three types again, and then wrap it up with a nice fancy clincher. So here's our restate the value piece. Every puppy is unique in its own way, but it's extremely important to recognize the needs of every pet based on its personality. When considering the adoption of an animal, one should not pick and choose based on the appearance and additional behavior. After all, this new puppy is going to be your friend for life. Every animal is different, and while there are many different types of puppies, it's important to figure out which of the main three categories your puppy fits into. So here I kind of said, hey, there's other different categories. So you can either explain that there's other different categories, or you can kind of list the different categories. If you have more examples of dogs, you could have listed even more different examples of dogs. And then we're going to re-break our three groups and kind of remind people what our three groups are. Before getting a puppy, reflect on what your personality type might be. Are you a nervous Nelly who would do well with a tail tucker because you know the puppy would not get you into trouble? Maybe you love to relax on your couch and are never overly concerned with issues that arise, similar to your chilled Bill puppy. If you love the unpredictability and going with the flow, the wild child may be your perfect companion. So again, I don't write about dogs, but this student kind of re-explained the three different types of dogs that they have encountered in their essay. And then wrap it up with a clincher. So whatever your personality type may be, make sure you are finding a puppy that fits your lifestyle. Good relationships are formed through common interests in similar personalities. Every dog deserves to find a loving home that understands and cares for the individual needs in order to keep them happy and healthy. Every person deserves a pup who loves them just the same. Yay, puppy essay! So make sure that you turn in, all you have to do is highlight it. So you don't have to label your body paragraph 3. I just want to see you highlight the different parts so I know that you can pick them out on your own. But there is our sample essay from a student last year who did really, really well. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a fantastic Thursday.